Thursday, September 7th.
Already?
Yep. We got a good one today. This Chase Rice interview, you're really going to enjoy. Today I woke up, brushed my teeth, took a shit, then a piss. I said, I cannot wait for the world to hear this Chase Rice interview. Hit the music.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. He was a high school All-American, a college All-American. He was All-Pro in the NFL, but the thing that he's most proud of is during his show in Muncie, Indiana, he made a woman in the crowd laugh so hard, she shit her pants. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McAfee!
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. I promise you, when you get done listening to this Chase Rice interview, you're going to say, hey, I like Chase Rice. He brought it, man. He brought it. He kept it real. He talked about some of his struggles. He talked about the future. He talked about how some shows were tough to get people there in the past 3 years. You're going to really enjoy it. We got a good show for you today. I got a good group of guys in here as normal. At Tactical Digs, how are you?
Bangers.
Your life, or
Yeah.
that's all you do?
Yep.
Bangers. His whole life is a bunch of bangers. Speaking of bangers, at Todd McComas, one cop's opinion the other night, talking about the Utah arrest, talking about the Cleveland Brown Police Union, basically a proper perspective from an officer about other officer situations. And you're not always going to attack the cop.
No.
Because it's not always that the cop is wrong.
No.
But in a lot of these cases where the video goes viral, the cop is acting like an asshole, and you're going to put face behind like the proper perspective from an officer of the law, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly hoping that sometimes there's a cop who people are interpreting it incorrectly, and I can defend the cop, but if it doesn't happen, we're going to keep it real either way.
Yeah, because you're one old cop.
Yeah.
That's
just
all
one
you are.
old cop. Keep it real.
It's just one old cop's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Real
Oh,
old.
McComas.
Take
I
it
don't know.
seriously
I
or
love that
not,
it started
it's
as
just
one
old
cop's
cop.
opinion. You're like, hey, why don't you throw old in there?
Well, it's because that's what he said.
That's
in the
what I
video.
said, and I kind of liked how I said it. Like, hey, I'm an old cop setting my way. I'm not gonna lie for you. Just tell you how.
Hey,
how I
listen,
feel.
I've been doing this for 21 years.
Look, kid, you don't know shit, okay? I've been on this beat for 22 years. I was on this beat when you were bagging cheerleaders in high school.
Don't come in here with your bad officering and ruin it for all of us. That's basically what you're saying. At
Yeah.
Sean Latham there was the kid that's been on the beat for 22 years.
Yeah.
At Nick Moraldo, we got some good world news stuff going on. The world is popping right now.
I like when
Popping.
the world pops.
At the Jeff Vibbert on the ones and twos back there. How are you, Vibs?
Feeling good, having a Red Bull.
Yikes. Get you some wings back there,
Oh,
Vibs.
yeah.
Things you miss has been picking up. And I don't know if it's Jeffrey Vibbert getting better or the things that he's picking getting better or the world's getting better. Things you miss Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. I'm really enjoying them, Vibs. I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that.
Starts my day off right.
It does.
It does.
You know?
It's like, hey, did
First thing
something
I look at.
did something happen like while I was sleeping? I'm like, oh, I wish I had something to tell me. Oh, look at this cute face Rachel Maddow looking motherfucker here. And then he just rambles through some things, put some jokes in there, get you off on your way, right, Phipps?
Yeah, the thing I get the most is, hey, I watch things you miss while I'm taking a shit in the morning. I go, thank you. That means a lot. That's
That
what it's
is
for.
the best time to watch.
That's what it's for.
I used to go out on the front porch and smoke a cigarette and read the paper and drink my coffee. But now I watch things you miss. And
You
do
mean
that.
back when you were 65?
What are you? Are you one old cop? Right? You sounded like a one old cop.
Sounds like one old iron worker.
You need to start talking to the people taking their morning shit, because that's when I watch you too.
Yeah.
You need to start breaking that fourth wall and let them know, listen, I'm happy I could take this shit with you. I know this is a big moment, you know?
I think we should think about changing the name to While You Shit.
I have an idea. Ask
Yeah,
me.
while
'Cause
you
you're
shit,
watching it
Todd.
while you shit.
What you missed while you shit?
kind of.
Makes sense.
Todd tweets when he shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And likes. And probably bumbles.
Look at my fantasy team a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Love a good fantasy
Yeah.
team.
I go over
Love.
stocks and bonds mainly, stuff like that.
Yeah, the
Investment
E-Trade app.
stuff.
Let's say I have 20 to 30 bucks to throw around.
I just want to play with it. Just throw it out there in the market, let
put
it
it out
do
in
its
the
thing.
market. Let it eat.
aggressively. You know what you could do for 20 to 30 bucks and
that,
cash in big time?
What?
What?
You've been waiting for this since February 6th.
What is it? Man?
What?
NFL, it has to be.
Tick, 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 tick.
I
Since
wonder if
February
it's President's
6th.
I
Day.
have goosebumps.
I don't know. I don't know what President's Day is. I don't know what Flag Day is, but I know on February 6th last year, Super Bowl.
Oh.
Football season is here, guys. The weather's starting to change. Little zip-ups.
Cooling down a little bit.
Got that 3/4 zip.
Oh, a 3/4 zip, which isn't my style, but other people wear them. Flannels, maybe. Hoodie. It's jeans.
Members
season.
only.
Yo, Sean had a
jackets.
leather jacket on yesterday.
Not leather, just members only.
Members only.
Get it right.
Yeah,
son.
it's that time of year. And there's no better way to get closer to the game you love, which is the NFL with DraftKings 1 week fantasy football. To celebrate, DraftKings is hosting a $100,000 contest this Sunday that is totally free to enter. You don't need 20 to 30 bucks so you can roll big time like Sean Latham. You don't need to get in the e-market. You don't need to start trading anything. You don't need Bitcoins. This is free. You could possibly win one of several prizes in a $100,000 contest. This Sunday, that is a totally free to enter. If you draft the perfect lineup, which you can do, I believe in you. When you look in the mirror, you see what?
Winner. A winner.
I see someone that's strong.
Strong.
I see someone that's fierce.
Resilient.
I see someone that don't take no crap from nobody. And I see somebody that could draft the perfect lineup on DraftKings this weekend for opening weekend of the NFL. And if you do so, you could win $1 billion. With DraftKings, there are many ways to play. Choose between public contests with big cash prizes or private contests where you can compete against a group of your friends. Talk shit to your friends. Let them know you're losers. Let them know they're losers. You're not a loser. You're a winner because you drafted the perfect lineup and you could win $1 billion. DraftKings also has beginner and casual contests where you'll play against people of similar skill level. If somebody's good, you play against them. If somebody's bad, you play against Grigson. The best part is you got to draft a new team each week without any commitment. There's no commitment. None at all. You don't need to be tied down to one player for the entire season. DraftKings says, hey, listen, if you learn from something, go ahead and learn from it. Make a new team next week. Maybe you want to study a defense. You're like, hey, they actually had a commercial. DraftKings had a TV commercial that said, I'm going to pick whoever plays Cleveland. They said that on TV, like taking shots at the Browns.
Really? I like it.
Something to think about, though. There's no commitment. Get to DraftKings.com now and use promo code AMERICA. Greatest country on earth. What's the promo code?
America.
One more time for people in the back.
America.
Promo code AMERICA to play in DraftKings free contest with $100,000 in total prizes. This Sunday, if you draft the perfect lineup, you can win
$1 billion.
That's promo code AMERICA to play for your shot to win
$1 billion.
this Sunday. The contest is totally free to enter. Why wouldn't you try? Why wouldn't you try? Why wouldn't you try? Why wouldn't you try? The game inside the game. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. So I'm going to win $1 billion.
$1 billion.
I'm real excited for
It's a
that.
lot of
Can we
dollars.
all just agree right now a dollar amount that we're going to give each other if one of us takes his bill?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Yeah.
10?
Yeah, we'll all give each other a few $1 million, and then we'll just keep it moving.
10
right?
mil,
I
10
was
mil
gonna
a
say
piece
10.
for each of you. 10 mil. 10
I
mil,
was-
10 mil, you get 10 mil, you get 10 mil.
That's what I was going to do. When I win this, I'm just going to give everybody that works here $10 million. Say congratulations for taking the leap on this. Have a good day.
See you later.
See you later. I never want to see. I never want to see your face again.
I don't know. I think we could keep the show going.
Well, let me tell you something you can do with that money.
What's that?
What the fuck
For
just happened?
50 Bitcoin,
Oh,
you
Jesus
can buy
Christ.
a new apartment in Dubai.
50 Bitcoin buys an apartment?
A
What is
brand new apartment in Dubai for 50 Bitcoin.
How much is that in US
That is
dollars?
roughly $250,000.
Is it a fucking cyber
USD.
apartment? Is it a fake apartment?
No, it's a real Dubai
This is
apartment, like the
people
one
hoarding.
Tom Cruise ran down.
This
Like,
is
just
people hoarding
go run
bitcoins.
right down the windows.
That's what these are. These rich people trying to hoard bitcoins.
Yeah, I mean that's I found a Bitcoin outside on the street yesterday. Oh!
Was it heads or tails? Heads or
They
tails?
don't have either on there. It's one side bit, one side coin.
So they did a throwback to like what the internet was at the beginning, and it was like the Today Show, talking about the internet. Like, what do we do? Just get online? I feel like that's our conversation about Bitcoin, and that's
Yeah.
in like 10 years from now.
Well, the internet didn't work out.
About 10 to 20 people are going to rub in my face on a regular basis how I could have got Bitcoin, and I didn't. And now it's Moroccan's magic, McAfee's magic nuts.
I like that it's called bit because that's like the old school slang for coin. You know what I mean? Like
2
back in the
bits.
day. They're like,
Oh, a couple shillings.
how much for a bag of popcorn, mister? 2 bits, kid. Go away. You bother me. Like that. That's what, you know.
Dude, I remember the first time I did the internet, like 11th or 12th grade. The English teacher put it on a computer in the front of the room. We're all reading Beowulf or some shit. And then one by one, everybody come on up here and you guys get on the internet and you surf the web. I remember walking up. Like, be right back, guys.
We were doing
I'm gonna
accelerated.
I'm gonna go surf the internet. I'll be right back.
There would be one teacher with the color computer. The only
Yeah,
one in the
it
room.
was
You got to
dope
go
as
up and
fuck.
look at AOL for 3 minutes.
Playing
and
Oregon
then-
Trail and Cayuga Lake or
Keep
whatever
it
the fuck
moving.
it was,
I
doing an
kinda
accelerated
feel,
reader
I
test.
kind of feel accelerated reader. Oh boy, no points. You were awarded no points. I was a bad accelerator. You know, how you used to bring in like you could bring in like breakfast, there was things you could bring in off your cereal box.
Dunkaroos?
Off your cereal box.
UPCs?
Oh, the box tops.
You used to bring in like something to get you points, and then if you're advanced reader, you get points.
Box tops for education?
Yeah. Okay. That's probably it. Actually.
no, that's what you.
That's what it was, wasn't it?
No, yeah, that's why I said it.
The advanced reader that gave like the grade you were like the grade level of reader, right? Is that the same thing?
No, you read a book and then you took 10 questions on it.
And then if you passed, you got points.
Yeah, it was just like a quiz.
Kids will never know like about the fucking projector getting rolled in, or like the VCR
And
getting
you knew it was
rolled
gonna be a
in.
dope day.
Yeah,
That
people.
sound that it made while you were sitting in the classroom, the as it was running.
And then you get Joey K. Fingers with the girl next to you.
Oh, they're just fingering kids.
in the class.
in
the class on movie day.
bro.
during Old Yeller.
Oh, get a little handsy.
When the lights
Go down in the classroom. Our teachers were doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Our high school, apparently.
do you think
Hindsight now, we found out.
It's more than apparently, yeah.
What'd you guys find out?
Just a couple laws were broken by a few teachers and a couple supervisors.
So
teachers were getting their smash game up.
during school hours.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't know.
go.
I don't know about that.
We don't know that. We don't know the time or the operation, but we do know a lot of them it was happening.
Just banging kids.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not good.
No.
Not good. Can't do it.
I think it's against union rules. It's teachers union.
That's the only thing you can
not-
get fired for.
Probably.
That's
yeah.
the only thing you can get. In the teachers union, you can't get fired for shit. Your
Right.
kids fail everything. It's on the test fault. It's not on you. But if you have sex with kids, we can't help you, bud.
We don't care if any of your kids graduate. We just don't want you fucking them.
That's true, though. It's running rampant nowadays. And I think it's because all the sly technology to communicate with each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're getting caught more because of the technology.
Yeah, teachers and kids are just Snapchatting each other.
Yeah, it's
That's
dumb.
weird.
Send nudes.
Way smarter.
It's dumb.
Way smarter, says Sean. I was going to say, me and teachers didn't get along well. Like, I don't know if any teacher would ever want my Snapchat. But I guess I'm not probably.
Did you have any attractive teachers that you would have liked to Snapchat? That's the real question.
I mean, Mr. Nonnenberg was pretty
Yeah,
good
he was
looking.
good looking dude.
Anyways, the life is different now. The world is different. And I'm very much excited. We had Fox 59, a local Fox affiliate, in the office today asking all the standard questions that media people have asked me since retirement and stuff. I'm really enjoying life. I'm really enjoying this fall. I'm going to be sick of hearing me talk. I'm going to be honest. I never thought I'd say that. I love me, right? I love everything I'm saying. In my brain, I get to hear me before I say it, so I hear me double the time everybody else. I love the way I sound. This fall, though, is going to be quite a run. I'm going to be on 6 different shows.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Get money. Get money.
Very interesting the way things have turned out here in the last 2 weeks. Everything has really come together in the last 2 weeks. Whenever I first retired, I got 0 TV opportunities. I got 0 any other opportunities. Barstool was the only company that came to me that were even thinking about signing me. Hey, let's go. For the first couple months, I was like, man, like at some point, somebody's going to recognize like the shit we got going on over here. Like we got some good stuff happening. There's some terrible people on TV is what I keep thinking. And in the last 2 weeks, bang, 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 just knocking down our door to get shit, which is good news.
These football shows just can't wait till the last minute, don't they?
Yeah,
So-
just throw it
Yeah.
together. Let's make it happen.
Hey, oh shit, we got games next week.
By the way, we are going to be in Columbus this Saturday. Is that this Saturday?
Correct.
Yeah.
This Saturday.
Ohio State, Oklahoma.
Ohio
A
State,
week from today.
Oklahoma. No.
No, 3 days from today.
3 days from today.
Yeah, today's Thursday.
2 days from today.
It was announced yesterday night, I think. I think we announced.
You're right.
Yesterday night
Yeah.
or last night?
We hope.
It was yesterday night. We think it was announced yesterday night.
Yeah, living in the future is tough.
I was thinking of one of your other 5 shows.
Yeah. That's next
That's a week.
Thursday.
Whatever. But
Yeah.
the one you're talking about.
Saturday night.
Saturday.
Oklahoma at Ohio State, primetime game. Barstool is bringing a college football live prime time show, 6 o'clock on Facebook. I don't know where. I couldn't tell you.
Who's your co-host?
It's me, Dave Portnoy, Electric Factory.
Yeah.
Every time he gets on,
gonna be electric.
every time he gets on a microphone, great things happen.
Nope.
Big things happen. Big things happen. Whether people love it or hate it, big things happen. He's a funny, hilarious dude. He started Barstool selling newspapers on the side of the street. The guy is a hustler, hard worker, and we're going to put together the greatest college football show of all time.
I believe you will.
I cannot wait. For the first time watching college football last weekend, like all the way through, because I'd had to travel for the last 8 years on Saturdays, either travel or walk through or something. There's a lot of idiots talking about college football. You're going to get that same exact take from the Barstool tailgate. It's just going to be in a better fashion.
I think for funny people, that's the better of the two to commentate. There's way more chances for funny commentating college football than there is NFL.
I agree
crazy
completely.
Shit happens.
There's so much ridiculous shit that happens. That's why I gambled on it last week. Never again. Never again am I betting on those kids. And then I started thinking about me in college. I was like, man, I was drunk on Thursday night, had a test on Friday. Who knows what goes on Friday afternoon? Go to a hotel, game at Saturday at 1. And you got a guy like me sitting at home like, I hope this kid makes this kick. Like, who the fuck knows? I didn't even know if I was going to make that kick. I had no clue. It's a very interesting thing. I'm not going to gamble on it ever again, but I can't wait to talk about it. It's huge. College football is awesome. I think that the risk of something terribly could go wrong at any time with college football
exciting.
is the exciting part about it.
Yeah.
It's like the NBA and college basketball. NBA can make a jumper. College basketball, you don't know if it's going to go in. It's just it's two different animals. And I'm real excited to get in the college football game. Real excited. Talk shit on some coaches that talk shit on punters. That fucking Rutgers coach. God, I hate him. That Rutgers coach just took the easy way out. Guy's terrible at clock management. Looks like a bum. Should be coaching some junior high team. His kid launches a 61-yard punt out of the back of his end zone. Monster punt. Zero coverage. They got 3 guys covering 2 lanes, running right behind each other. Guy scores a touchdown. Halftime, they go, why'd that touchdown happen? Well, he's supposed to punt it to the left. Fuck you. How about that?
He coaches at Rutgers, so that kind of is a junior high team, if you're being honest.
Rutgers, we used to get some battles at Rutgers. Ray Rice.
They were number 2 when he was there.
Yeah.
They lost on Thursday night.
Probably to us. We played them. That was when the Big East was the Big East back in the day, man.
The old Big East days. The real Big East,
Did
man.
you see that 30 for 30 basketball special when the Big East was the Big East? That was a dope
Should
special.
get into the football one too. You have
Yeah, they
Miami,
really should.
Virginia Tech.
They might have actually.
We won 4 straight bowl games. Louisville won 1. I mean, when we were back in there, it was with LaShawn McCoy was the running back in there. Larry Fitzgerald, Terrell Revis.
Pitt had like these stud athletes. They went like 8-4 every year, but they had stud players.
You got to get them to come together as your circle. You see, your circle is a cohesive unit that doesn't have any edges. You see, it's round. It flows. So if you got a team or a person that's outside the circle, a lot of superstars outside the circle, it's hard to complete the circle.
You sound like what's his name from Chuck and Larry.
Yeah, you can do it.
It's a circle.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, that guy. I love it. What's going on in the NFL? Diggs, anything?
Zeke Elliott, his entire 6-game NFL suspension is being upheld, but he's going to play week 1.
And then he's going to miss the next 6?
It's still up for debate whether he's going to be there week 2, but it's still in the court system doing this fucking thing. But he's going to play week 1.
Well, for my fucking DraftKings $1 billion draft, I need to know.
Well, he's going to be there week 1.
This kind of sounds like when I was in high school, my athletic director let me take whatever days I was suspended off whenever I wanted. Like, he worked around my baseball schedule. Wow. He was like, who do we play this Thursday? Brown County. Ooh, what's a tough one? How about you just take off Friday?
Yeah. You're suspended
Sounds
Friday, and what do we got next Monday? Nothing? You're Friday. Have a 4-day weekend. You would go ahead. That does sound like what's going on with Jerry Jones and Roger Goodell, right?
Yeah.
Because he's working his new deal.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't Jerry Jones negotiating Roger Goodell's new deal? Yikes. There's a little conflict of interest right down yonder. So it's not going to be a Wally Pipp situation if Zeke's playing.
No, he's definitely playing week 1.
I think I might pick him up then for that DraftKings. He's going to leave it all out there. That's his Super Bowl. He doesn't know, he doesn't know when he's going to play next.
He's got 6 bye weeks after that.
Yeah, I would just lay it all out there. Speaking of bye weeks, they moved the Miami-Tampa game?
Correct. So, coincidentally, the Dolphins and Bucks both had week 11 open for their byes, and it's getting moved because of Hurricane Irma. It's a big bitch. She is ginormous.
Yeah, this hurricane thing that's on the deck, Irma. By the way, scientists, I know you do the alphabetical order thing, but don't make Irma become a word in our, like, pick a better name. Can you not pick a better Irma?
With the I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Here's with some more better.
Irene.
Irene.
That's
It's already been done.
It's already been done.
Can we have a junior?
Icarus.
No.
Oh.
Hurricane Igloo.
Igloo, any of these.
Iceberg.
Irma,
Israel.
Yo, what if a hurricane was named Iceberg? Like, that shit would probably fuck shit up.
Titanic.
Well,
Yeah.
they're actually using names. You guys are just saying.
Yeah.
I would.
Irma is not a name.
Irma's a name.
Irma's
Irma
not a
is
name. You can't just make things up.
can't
I've
just
met
say
3
words.
Irmas.
Nick, what's the name of the Penguins mascot?
Iceberg.
Yeah, it's a fucking name.
Thank
cuz
you.
it's
What's
not
the name of the old Penguins arena?
The Igloo?
Thank you.
Yep.
There's another name, Igloo.
Hurricane Igloo, Hurricane Iceberg.
So much better than Hurricane Irma.
Are hurricanes
Irma?
always female
Okay, how
names?
about this?
No, because
Harvey?
Andrew.
How about Hurricane Dicka versus Dicka? Who gonna win? Hurricane Dicka.
You're not a bad Chicago accent out either. I'll tell you what, you're not a big accent guy, but that wasn't bad.
Dicka.
That makes a baker's dozen there, bud.
So the game's canceled.
Game's canceled.
Do you ever have a hurricane game?
Yes, I have. So when Sandy was hitting New York, that week of, like, the entire country's weather was terrible. So it kind of affects everything. Sandy is so far north. I don't know if that's a normal thing either. But we were playing at the Titans, and it was a fucking, like, 50 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour jet stream, and they got one end open like the Steelers. And that place was a fucking nightmare. It was, and I forget if something was going on. Now, obviously, Sandy happened in New Jersey, New York. That was terrible. Let's make sure. Let's understand that what's going to happen in real life because of Irma, Sandy, and Harvey is terrible, absolutely terrible. It has no comparison. But fuck Sandy for what she did to that game in Tennessee. Those winds, like they were calling for what, 175 miles? What was the winds in Miami?
And Irma?
Yeah.
They're at 185 right now.
That's Cat 5, fam.
That's
Do you
Cat
know
5.
how far you could kick a ball with that?
If you were to catch it just right.
I would assume 400 yards.
At
maybe,
least.
Maybe more.
Now, take that on the flip side, because boy,
Negative 400 yards.
so if you get unlucky, right? Because you can choose to take the wind to kick off, and you kick off. Okay, so now you're assuming that punting is going to be with the wind for that in a field goal. The other team has a 10-minute drive. Okay, you do a turnover, no punts, go to the second quarter. Now your advantage that you had for kicking off with the wind is completely gone. So now you're just kicking straight. That's what happened with Tennessee. We kicked off with the wind. We chose the wind, and nothing happened. 0 punts in the first quarter for either team. Second quarter happens, punt fest, bang, 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 bang. So now you're just going right into the teeth of it. It's a fucking nightmare. It's such a guessing game on when you're gonna have to kick. That's why I don't think the fucking thing matters.
You could probably 185 miles an hour kick off out of the stadium like Mike Vick threw that Nerf football out of.
Oh, when it would whistle on the way out.
You know, one time I threw a turbo football and it still hasn't came down. That
Still
was in
going?
1987.
Spin to orbit.
1987.
Nice.
I had a pretty good joke a couple times about that. Punted the ball at practice today. Still hasn't come down. I felt good about it. Those felt good. What's up, Vibs?
You want to make a road trip and try to kick the longest field goal ever?
In Miami?
Seems
Yeah.
dangerous, but
Hey,
I got an aquatic vehicle.
let's do
Yep,
this.
yep.
We do know that I have an aquatic vehicle. But I think these storms are insane. This Harvey.
there's another one coming behind Irma.
What's that name? Like Hij.
It's probably Jack off.
No, it's
They don't have enough. These scientists try to ruin our life with these names. It's going to be something. It's going to be like Jebediah.
Juanita or some shit.
Oh, that's not a bad one.
That does start with
Yo,
a J. What's
'cause
another thing that was
those
in?
Latin ladies bring?
Juanita, knock your head off.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the thing in the $20 chef this week?
Hickama.
Jicama.
Jicama.
That starts with a J. Maybe it's Hurricane Jicama with a J.
There it is, little Hickam
I
with
like
slaw.
that.
Yeah.
A root
You're welcome,
used for
scientist.
cooking.
You're welcome, scientist.
You're welcome with the name.
No, I'm sorry, it's jicama.
Anything else? That sucks for them,
Oh.
though. That's 16-week straight season with a trip to London and there no bye week. See you later. Let's go.
Update.
I did a comedy show in a hurricane.
It's
once.
Hurricane Jose coming in hot behind
Coming
it.
in hot.
Zito. Zito. We have a guy, a Cuban fella who works for us. His name is Zito, but his name is actually Jose Perez. So Hurricane Zito is coming through. I like that a lot. You did a stand-up show in a hurricane?
Yeah, Virginia Beach. It's a funny bone there. There was a hurricane coming in, and we thought, well, they'll just cancel the show because you knew like there's a countdown for when it's going to hit. Like they knew real far out, and we're like, well, it's coming tomorrow, so obviously they'll just cancel the shows and we'll all just get home early. We'll leave. Nope, show's on. It's like seriously, yeah. So those people like they don't give a shit. Like they showed up, there was probably 50 people there, and just to get from the hotel, which was literally right across the street, we were like just soaked. Like we just jumped into a pool and walked out to go up on stage. That's how wet we were. Because it was one of those you took slow steps. You were fighting the wind just to get across the street.
Just to do comedy, man.
Yeah, and these people were soaked too. They didn't give a shit. They're like, we're used to it.
If it wasn't a Marine comedian, would have never made that. Too much grit.
I have live footage of that show, Todd.
You do?
Yeah. Did you know that I was there?
No.
You were like, what's the deal with old people? I mean, who are these people?
That is such a classic comedian thing. Like, what's the deal with
Seinfeld?
What's the deal with airplane food?
I mean, what's the deal with driveways? You park in a driveway, you drive in a parkway.
That was the dude that hit the hammer on the watermelon. What was his name?
Gallagher.
Yeah, that was his big. That was one of his. That was one of the first jokes I ever heard.
Not Black Gallagher, just regular Gallagher.
Regular Gallagher lost his mind. Went insane.
There's a Black Gallagher?
Is he a comedian too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Dave Chappelle knows him.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, that's good to know.
Dave Chappelle seems to know a lot of people.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Dave Chappelle. I think it's more like that.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointed you guys don't know Black Gallagher, but okay. Don't worry about it.
It's not like we're
him
talking
moving.
about Mitch Hedberg here.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Black Gallagher is not on the stage smashing watermelons. I can tell you that. That's the thing only white Gallagher can do.
Marker.
That's what Gallagher did. He smashed watermelons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Black Gallagher would never smash watermelons.
Yikes. One old cop's opinion.
Is that too easy? You guys ever seen Gallagher before?
No, I know what.
No,
We
yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
we
We got the
know,
joke.
Todd, yeah.
We got the joke.
Yikes.
That's not the issue.
Somebody's got to address. You don't have a comedian named Black Gallagher and not address the watermelon thing.
For the record, I left 5 minutes ago.
Gallagher only existed because of watermelon.
Yeah.
I
had
like
no
to
jokes.
back it up with more points. Anybody want to go fly a kite?
Anything else going on in the NFL?
Not the NFL.
Okay.
I have some baseball news.
What?
Yeah.
Easy over there, Sean. Go ahead.
Turns out baseball's still going on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And the Red Sox were stealing signs using an Apple
Oh,
Watch.
I love this. So what happened?
Belichick. No, I'm kidding.
Boston.
So here it is. The Yankees contended that the video showed a member of the Red Sox training staff looking at his Apple Watch in the dugout. The trainer then relayed a message to other players in the dugout, who in turn would signal teammates on the field about the type of pitch that was about to be thrown, according to people familiar with the case.
Wow, that's like fucking like Mission Impossible shit, right? Like dialing in on your fucking
like the
watch.
Icarus
Fastball
version
coming.
So I assume someone's in the outfield with binoculars, texts the fucking sign to the dude with the Apple Watch. He does a sign to someone on the bench who does a sign to the batter.
Do we hate this or love this?
I love it.
I kind of love it.
One thing I love about baseball is stealing signs.
you're
That's
allowed
part
to.
of it.
It's
You're
part of
allowed
it.
to. It's not illegal. So
and everybody's gonna.
You're gonna get thrown.
yeah.
I assume the initial reaction is to hate it, especially because it's out of Boston with the old filming signs thing that
Yeah,
New
yeah.
England got caught doing and all that shit. But this is gamesmanship in my opinion.
Because this is
It
what
is.
I.
In
How you
baseball,
get
it is.
caught.
Because this is the thing with baseball signs. It's your responsibility to make them as difficult as possible. You should theoretically, if you're really good at signs, you don't even have to disguise them.
Now,
just
Todd, you
do
played
it.
baseball your whole life, so this is
Yeah.
you're a
'Cause you do
baseball
little-
fan too.
You do a little Simon Says sign first, like, hey, nothing's on unless I touch my hat at the beginning of it and I touch my hat at the end of it. If I don't do that, everything I just gave
they
you is
were-
bullshit.
So they decoded it.
Yeah, and then you change it by inning. They're like, hey, this inning, final
Fucking
touchdown.
Tom Hanks in the outfield with binoculars decoding their sign. Not just any sign. The Yankees.
So
That's incredible.
I played catcher my entire life.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
who they were stealing from. So normally you throw like 5 or 6 signs down, and then you throw like an indicator, which could be like your 2 farthest right finger or something, and then the next sign is the actual sign.
I didn't know there was that much in depth.
So that catcher
to it.
sucks.
Because you always see them flashing numbers, like 4 different numbers, like ping, 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 ping. And I assumed that it was like, okay, we're gonna go on the third sign this time.
Sometimes, but
Fourth
sometimes
sign
it's
this time.
like after I throw the second 2 down, it'll be the pitch after that or something like that.
Yikes! So your catcher has to be fucking with it.
Yeah, I mean you just keep track in your head. Like
But
what
see,
you
it could
threw
be
down.
tricky to try to. How do you steal that? You know what I mean? If a guy's if you're changing it up all the time like you're supposed to, how
Yeah.
do you steal that even if you have binoculars?
It's like a Rubik's cube of 3, 1, 2. Okay, got to get back there again. 4, 3,
Yeah,
1, 2.
yeah.
Now this is it. Okay, 6.
They just have some Rain Man out there watching it, catching like
You know what? If you're
decrypting the puzzle.
245. 245. 245. 2 picks. 245. 2 picks. Ray.
every time you go into that, I
245.
think of that Zach Galifianakis thing, that gif where the sign starts going. Sometimes it's hard to watch stuff though. Like you can't always just watch signs.
It
you know,
is, you're right.
And like sometimes
It is.
you're at a place where they're like, "Hey, you can't hang an American flag here," and we're like, "What?" Like you're ISIS probably. They're like, "No, it's apartment law, like state law," and it's like such an interesting thing. And then you go to some other places, they're like, "No dishes." And you're like, "What?" Like
What are you
table
gonna-
dish?
What am I
gonna
supposed
eat
to
on?
eat on?
Like dinner dish? They're like, "No, you can eat on dinner dishes."
Oh.
We're talking TV dishes. And I'm like, "What? That's the only fucking thing I watch."
Yeah.
Not here, they said. They said, "Not here."
How am I supposed to watch sports?
What are you gonna?
What? I said, what are you talking about? No dish, no direct TV? They said, no. I go, that's where the Red Zone channel is, founded by ISIS.
Yeah.
And you're very much like ISIS. You should be behind this.
Yeah. What are they doing?
And it's every single NFL game. And DirecTV was like, "God, we got to fix this problem."
Yeah.
Thank God.
They're like, there are some bad people out there in the world. Kim Jong-un launches missiles into the Sea of Japan. R.I.P. Sea of Japan. Still a hot-ass song. Go ahead and listen
Real
to that. Adolf Hitler was on this country. No,
what?
he was never on this country. He was on
He
this
tried
earth.
to be on
He
this
was on the
country.
earth. Yeah.
Bad people that don't let dishes in, bad people. DirecTV was like, don't worry about it. We'll go around you.
How'd they do that?
NFLSundayTicket.tv lets you follow your favorite team no matter where you live. Watch every out-of-market NFL game every Sunday afternoon live on your favorite devices. Watch DirecTV Red Zone channel, DirecTV Fantasy Zone channel. With NFLSundayTicket.tv Max Premier Package, Premium Package. You can get the Premier Package too, but it's just called the Premium Package. It is Premier, but it's the Premium Package. Just like some downtowns are called Uptown. It's an interesting thing. They're both the same place. You get premium package. You need to get it. Stream NFL Sunday Ticket live. No satellite required.
What?
None?
None. If
do
I
they
had
do
a satellite for every time I was told I was wrong, I would have
You'd be NASA.
0 satellites.
How are they doing this? Is it magic?
Well, it's just this. It's a streaming thing, and it's NFLSundayTicket.tv. It's right there on the internet. We talked about it earlier. We're currently on it right now. Josh McCown, I just learned from Quick Hits with Diggs, was on the internet way too much, beating the hell out of his penis in 2011. I didn't know that. The NFL is filled with amazing things, and NFLSundayTicket.tv has added to that. NFLSundayTicket.tv for college students is $24.99 a month for 4 months. NFLSundayTicket.tv you and Game Pass bundle is you save $50 if you bundle. You save $50 fucking dollars.
That's a lot of dollars.
Where can I stream you? Ask because you have a good brain, don't you?
Yeah, pretty good.
You think you have a good brain?
Very
Big?
inquisitive
Yeah,
brain.
it's above average.
Yeah. How about you, Sean? Got a good brain?
Sometimes.
What do some people say about your brain?
That's very creative.
Who says that?
A lot of people.
How about you, Nick? Anybody say anything about your brain?
No, not really.
Yeah, Nick's the only one that didn't ask, like, where can I stream? And here's the answer. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 3, Apple TV, Roku, Chromecast, Samsung Smart TV models post-2015.
Yeah, obviously.
Yo, if you have a PlayStation 3 and you save this money on DirecTV, upgrade to that 4.
Yep, laptops, smartphones, tablets, website, www.nflsundayticket.tv. It is literally everywhere for you and only for you only. It is incredible. It is your own little device of every NFL game you could possibly want. For over 20 years, DirecTV has been the exclusive home to NFL Sunday Ticket, the only way to get every live game every Sunday, every single day of your life. Good news, NFL fans. DirecTV has expanded the service. If you're a displaced NFL fan, you can now get NFL Sunday Ticket without a satellite. To see if you're eligible, go online to NFLSundayTicket.tv and stream everywhere you live. I was
Everywhere.
wrong. Everywhere.
Todos.
Doesn't matter where you live.
Todos los dias.
Use
Todos
promo
los
code
días.
Heartland at checkout to save 15%. That's 15%. That's 15%. Package is also available for football fans living in areas where DirecTV service is not available. Special rate for students. Go ahead and get on there. NFLSundayTicket.tv. Which games can you watch?
Autumn.
Todos.
When?
All the time.
Todos los dias.
Let's go. Go to NFLSundayTicket.tv. Speaking of incredible people and incredible things, we get a chance to dive into the country music world with a great man. We interviewed him earlier today. Let's do this. On the phone now is a handsome devil. God, he's handsome. He has 2 first names almost, it sounds like. He's a country musician, but he was also a college football superstar. I mentioned handsome, but he can sing too. The guy can sing, and he writes songs. Did you know that, Diggs?
I did.
He writes songs. He sings songs. He does it in front of crowds. He did football in front of crowds. He's basically living every man's dream. And last week, he was at the DMZ, the border of North Korea and South Korea, and he is on the phone now to chat with us. Living legend, superstar in the country world, superstar at life, Chase Rice. Attaboy, Chase.
What's up, dude?
Hey, good intro again, huh?
That was hell yeah, you nailed it.
Thank you. Now, this is the second time Chase and I have tried to talk. The first time we weren't recording. It's okay. Shit happens, but here we are back at it. Last week, you were at the DMZ. Why were you over there? That's insane to me.
Yeah, man, we did 2 shows. We did or 4 shows, sorry. We did 2 for a couple Army bases there and then 2 for a couple Air Force bases, but we also got to have some fun. Like I said, the first day they took us to the DMZ, which basically is a 4 or however many mile long strip of the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. And you know, you get to see the battle of the North Korean flag and the South Korean flag, and we got to stare face to face with some North Koreans with glass between us. And it ain't fake, man. Them dudes hate you. Them dudes hate Americans.
So you got a chance to stare down a North Korean, and what happened? Now, did you blink? Did he blink? Who won the stare down? If you were to judge it, how many points would you give yourself? This is a big deal for the world diplomacy, Chase. The world needs to hear this.
Well, first of all, I won. That's not even a question.
Of course you did, Chase. Of course you did.
I'm not going to lose a staring contest with North Korean. But I would say with the amount of hate, if we're talking that, like that dude, seriously, if he could have got through that glass and killed me, he would have done it in a second. And so that the amount of hate, I'd say that he won that battle, but the staring contest, which is the most important one, I won.
Yep, of course you did. You know, that goes a long way because that son of a bitch is going back to his family, back to Jim Kong, and he's going to say, I saw this American, this Caucasian fella. He had a little bit of a beard. He looked like he was jet lagged. But I went into a stare down competition with him, and I'm probably on meth, and I lost to that country musician.
He found out real quick the resiliency of an American.
Hey, let's talk about music now. Let's get to this. That's really cool. You went on a USO trip, by the way. That's awesome. I applaud the hell out of you. I've been on one over there. Did you go to Japan?
Yeah, we did Japan last year and then Korea this year, and Lord knows where we'll go next year, but it'll be fun.
I respect that so much that you're into that and you're doing that. A lot of people have a platform and can do a lot of good, and you're doing it. And just a little face of America over there is gigantic because it's such an opposite world. I think you understand that after going there, and I've just one trip over there, I noticed that. It's a fucking weird place over there.
Yeah, it's real weird. It's a weird just lifestyle, man. It's like, I mean, my mom grew up in military bases and all that, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I've never heard the word thank you so many times. I'm like, no, thank you all, man. But they hear it from everybody, so they're more than willing to throw around some thank yous for anybody going over there to help them out. And it was huge to see the morale boost that we could give them.
A little piece of America is awesome, especially country music. I mean, what's more American than that? I'll tell you. Not much.
Not much. Not much. I was waiting for it.
I was in my head. I was trying to figure it out. Did you always know you were going to be a singer-songwriter when you were playing football? Was it like, I'm going to try to make the NFL. If that doesn't work out, I'm going to play college football, and then I'm going to get into music and just dropping panties all over the world?
Hell no, man. I didn't start playing guitar till my sophomore year of college there at Carolina, and then it was just all about and the stories, the legends of the things I would do with my college roommates and all that, and all the football guys, they're growing and they're getting out of control.
I'd like to hear one. I'd like to hear the legend. I don't want the true story. I would like the legendary story. What'd you and your teammates do?
This is bullshit. It's the guys say, they're like, oh yeah, Chase, when he learned to play guitar, they swear I did this. I don't think I ever did this, but they said every time they'd bring a girl over to the house, we had about 8 football guys that lived in the house. They said every time they bring a girl over, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I would walk out in just my boxers and guitar and I'd be playing, and I'd act surprised when I saw, oh, you brought a girl over. That's what they keep saying. That's what it's grown to, but I think it's bullshit. I don't think
Cuck City, Chase. It's full-on Cuck City right there. Just walking.
Hey, man.
Yep.
All's fair in love and war.
Gee. So you moved to Nashville after playing college football?
Yeah, moved to Charlotte for the year and a half after, right after, and the last football game I actually played in was against you, I think.
Oh, you were Hakeem Nick's teammate where he caught it through his ass there at the Meineke Car Care Ball?
Oh God, get off it. Yeah, man, that was my last college football game. I was walking off the field listening to some fucking John Denver sing about
Country roads, take me home to the place. You hear that music right there? That was a tone. I belong. I nailed that shit, Chase. They call me Buck Coltrane in the country musician world.
Buck Coltrane. Okay. They need to think of something for you because that was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a song that I walked off to. But after I did that, I moved to Charlotte right there where we played that bowl game and worked at Hendrick Motorsports. And then I moved. It was literally I got suspended for getting in a fight actually at Hendrick Motorsports, and so I got suspended for 2 weeks for that fight. And during those 2 weeks was the first time I ever visited Nashville. So it was the greatest fight I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I went to Nashville and hung out with Brian. Brian's the Florida part of Florida Georgia line, and him and I grew up together from the time we were playing Little League baseball.
Wait, which one is he? Is he the one with the hair or the short? They both cut their hair. Was it the one with
now they're opposite. So he's the taller one with the now he has the longer hair, but he's
Okay, I'm happy you're here. I've always wondered, what the fuck does he do? Because he doesn't sing, right? So is he just a songwriter and a producer?
No. He does sing. He does a lot of the background vocals for a lot of their songs, but now they're actually integrating him into singing lead on a lot of that stuff. I believe it or not, I mean, I don't know about now because I'm not in their business, but from when I was around them all the time, we lived together. Man, he's the glue that kind of was holding that whole thing together. And Tyler's genius as well. They're both genius in their own right, but from what I was seeing,
that's awesome. That's cool.
Brian definitely. He's unbelievably smart, and he's great with songs and great songwriting, and so they make a perfect team together. But yeah, I mean, he's genius, man.
Well, so you go to Charlotte, you hang out with the Florida Georgia line. What a rough life. But in Charlotte, let's get back there. When you were a Team Hendrick Motors, I was down there last week. Were you part of the pit crew?
Yeah, I was in pit crew for Ryan Newman's nationwide car. We did some stuff for him. We did a lot of stuff for Jimmy Johnson back the 2 years, and he won 2 championships the 2 years I was there, and so it was an awesome time to be there, obviously, but it sucked, man, in the beginning because we were living in a hotel. I moved 4 times in the year and a half I was in Charlotte, and it was just, and we got paid jack shit. I think I made $17,000 my first year.
Oh, you were in the developmental group.
Yeah, so they brought us in the developmental thing first, and then we all moved up. But I got the hell out of there, man. It was an awesome job, but when a job is that cool and that awesome, and you're that miserable, you got to go do something else. And that was, and the reason
that's what I did with Bunny.
The reason I was miserable, man, was because I want to do music so bad. I want to get to Nashville because, like I said, the 2 weeks I got suspended, I went to Nashville and just hung with Brian. He was like, "Yeah, dude, come on, we'll just go to bars." And that was all. That was the first time he was like, "Yeah, man, me and Tyler were starting this thing called Florida Georgia Line. It's pretty cool. We think it'll work." And clearly he was right.
And you were a part of the you wrote a part of Cruise, right?
Yeah. I wrote Cruise with Brian and Jesse Rice.
Baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows down and cruise. Come on!
I got to get you on my new record, man.
I don't know how to tell you this, Chase. I don't know how to tell you this. I went #1 on iTunes 2 weeks ago. True story, with a song. So I've been #1 on iTunes on an iTunes chart. Just
how is that true?
It was a comedy song, and there's not a lot of people making comedy songs. That's an angle.
Love to hear that.
That's an angle you could sneak in, Chase. I went to #1 for 2 days. We didn't sell a lot. I mean, we sold a good amount, but not a lot. We went to #1, Chase. You're competing in the wrong genre. Country music is loaded with people.
Well, I went to #1 in iTunes as well in country music. So why would I leave that?
You know what? And let's get to that. I just listened to 3 Chords and a Truth. Great fucking song. Really good songwriting, man.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, that's the first single off this Lambs and Lions album, and yeah, man, it's been 3 years since I put out a record. I can't even go into all the details of why because I'll just get fired up. But
let's go.
It's time, finally, man.
Yeah, so it's been
You'll bring out some linebacker in me. I'm not sure you want that.
I read the Rolling Stone article, the magazine. Yeah, it's a magazine with articles inside of it. You fucking put it together. You know what I mean? I read that article, and it was very interesting, Chase, because you talked about how he opened up about like that genre of music. And Florida Georgia Line would be considered in the same vein, I think, of bro country, and how you were kind of being forced to be in there and you didn't enjoy it. Is that correct? Am I saying that correct?
Yeah, that's kind of what it painted, but I was never forced to be in anything. Where I was forced was the music I was making for this album was not, it was just there was no support behind it. It was like, and there was no direction for what they wanted. They were just saying it wasn't what they wanted. It wasn't going to work, yada, yada. It's like, well, then tell me what the fuck will work.
Yeah, I'm all in on that.
So, and honestly, at that point, I knew it was a lost cause anyway, because even if they'd have told me what they thought would work, I wouldn't do it, because I would just stick to my guns and I'd do what I wanted to do. So once I got out of that deal, bro country thing, that shit is, I don't even know what that means. I don't really care.
It makes a lot of money. I fucking know that. I know every goddamn word to all those goddamn bro country songs. People are saying it's ruining music, which are ruining country music. Like all the old school country people are like, this ain't country. You got R&B tones in the background. You got some hip hop beats back there. You got some auto tune. This ain't country, but really it was country musicians making pop music, which is only pop because it's popular. I think that is kind of the description of bro country, right?
This has been an age old argument from the Stone Age, man. That argument is not. I'm not involved with that. I couldn't give a shit about what you call my music or any other music.
I like that a lot.
To me, every artist should make the music they want to make and lay off the other artists that like Chris Stapleton, Jason Isbell, whoever. Like these guys that are doing more classic country, good for them. Do what you want to do. I don't care, man. I'm gonna buy your album and probably jam to it. But any artist that bashes other artists for the music they make, to me, they need a good old fist to the jaw.
Respect. I'm all about that, by the way. Why don't you start doing that? Nobody seems to do that anymore.
Just popping people right in the jaw. Can't wait to see what this does for me.
I think my demo is going to really like you. I want to let you know. I think
one interview with Pat McAfee ruins my career.
Hey, it is possible. Now, don't listen. Whenever I say I would like you to punch somebody, I just mean like with your eyes. You know, it's 2017. You can't just Debo people these days.
The good old days, man. I miss them.
Oh, I know. Now, when you played football, you said you were a linebacker?
Yeah, I was a linebacker.
Do you compare? All right, so people ask me this all the time for stand-up. Like when I go on a stage and speak for stand-up comedy, people are always like, what's more nerve-wracking? Is it stand-up comedy or was it when you were punting? And for me, it was always punting because there was like 52 other people and their families. If I fucked up, I lost for them. For you, is country musician, was it harder or easier than football for you whenever like the time to perform came?
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, man, I'd say the same thing. Football for sure. Because I got a big crew where everything, you know, all their livelihood and all that kind of relies on me. And if I lose my mind, they're screwed. But man, it's football was one of the toughest things I've ever done because mentally it's just hard. You got, for me, 10 other guys on the field at the same time, and if you screw up, man, I was watching the Tennessee Georgia Tech game last night, and one of the my linebackers coach from Carolina is the Tennessee linebackers coach. So I was watching it, and one of the linebackers missed a tackle against the Georgia Tech quarterback. The guy ran for like 35 yards and almost scored. So, man, that gave me some serious flashbacks to you make a mistake in music, it's okay. You make a mistake in football, and man, you get your ass handed to you. And that just gave me flashbacks to just getting reamed out and letting other guys down.
What's your favorite show that you've done? Where have you performed at? You're like, holy shit, I'm a fucking country superstar. Like, I'm a country musician that's doing well whenever you performed at said place.
Yeah, we've had a lot of awesome moments like that, so it's hard to narrow it down.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a humble Did you hear that? Oh, we've had so many incredible. I couldn't even tell you, Pat. I can't put a finger on it, but yeah, I've played everywhere. I've rocked so many faces. I can't see them all. You know what I mean? It's just, that's what you sounded like right there, Chase.
I don't give a shit what I sounded like. It's the truth. Man, we've had some unbelievable shows, man. That's why I wanted to design it. I wanted to kick ass on stage, and I wanted to have a good time out there. So we've done that. We've had a hell of a time. Not saying we don't have a long way to go. We do. But a recent one, we played at Watershed in Washington State, and man, I walked on stage, and honestly, and I know joking around and all that, but honestly, we have had a tough year and a half, and the shows have still been really good, but the moments of holy shit, you walk on a stage and we're becoming superstars kind of moments have there have been less of them because we've had to fight to get crowds there, and the crowds are still showing up, but it's a battle because we haven't had songs on the radio. But this particular show, man, we walked on at Watershed, and it was like it was one of those holy shit moments. Like, damn, man, this is why you do it.
That is so fucking awesome. That is so cool. Who's one of your friends other than the Florida Georgia line that you like lean on in the country music world? Like who can you call and be like, hey, I got a question for you about this idea or this idea? Like who's a good support system for you?
The two guys that I've actually toured with the last few years. 2 or 3 years ago, 2014, I toured with Dirk Bentley.
He's handsome.
Oh yeah, old handsome dog him.
Yeah, you good-looking motherfuckers just hanging out with each other is rude. Singing country music across the country? Yikes. All right, who else? So Dirk Bentley?
The Dirks is great. I've called him on a few things, but and also Kenny Chesney was 2 years ago, and him and I we just became good buddies, and I don't try to talk to him about music too much because he just, I think he gets worn out on. He's done it for I think toured for 20 plus years. But if I have something important come up, I'll hit him up for sure. And so those are two great guys to be mentors for me.
Kenny Chesney sells out stadiums.
I know. I was at Gillette 2 weeks ago. I just went to hang, and I had a weekend off, so I actually got to go to his concert and hang and just not sing and just chill out. It was a lot of fun.
I was at Gillette 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit, we should have got up.
For DraftKings, I actually saw them building the Kenny stage. I was up there. I talked to the Gronk. I talked to the Gronk. Yeah, the Gronk. I talked to the Gronk, man. I was up there.
God, that guy would be a hell of a guy to party with.
I had the in-season Gronk. It wasn't the off-season Gronk, so he was super tame. But he looks like a great time.
Oh, I bet he is.
Who are some superstars? Who are some actors? Because you country musicians are at. It seems like there's a country music like gigantic bigwig event every month. I mean, we at the Country Music Awards coming up. As a newfound fan of country, which I am, only in the past couple of years, your boy Matt Overton kind of put me on country a little bit.
Matty-O.
Oh, that old Matty-O. He's down in Jacksonville, I think. I don't know. Did he make the team? Yeah, he made the team.
Not sure. Hope so.
Me neither. Me too. I hope you did well. But I got into country music here recently, and there's a lot of good shit that you guys put out. And every single super famous, uber famous person seems to be getting involved with country music. Who's the person that you want to meet or duo or collab with or do something like that with? Who in the world, just in the world, whether it's a #1 comedy iTunes song singer or if it's, Blake Shelton, anything like that. Who's somebody you want to collab with?
Yeah, man. This is as unrealistic as me even getting into country, which tells me at least I have a shot. You know,
absolutely.
Down the road. Eminem, man.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what that would sound like, and it might be the craziest shit ever, but for me, like I said, that's may not even be realistic, but it would be so much fun, man. I respect that guy's songwriting so much, and my mom would slap me for saying that because she's like, "Oh my God, he cusses! You can't say that." But yeah, man, that would be so badass.
What's your songwriting process? You get alone, you play some instrumentals, you have your guitar, you drink a beer, you smoke ganja. What do you do?
It's always different, man. And no, I don't get into. I can't be under the influence of anything when I write. It just doesn't seem to work as well. But it's always different. You got track guys that move to town, so you're writing to a hip hop beat. You got me and an acoustic guitar, so it's anywhere from there in between, man. It's always. I will say I got to get into songwriting mode. If I'm worn out from touring too much, I can try to write a song all day, but it's going to be a shitty song. So yeah, once and right now I've written 3 albums in the last 3 years. So luckily for me, I'm ahead for the album after Lambs and Lions, but it's a different process every time you write almost.
You've written 3 albums in 3 years and you haven't had anything out in 3 years. So you're just sitting, this is what the record label was telling you couldn't put out. So this has to be extremely frustrating and you have to be so excited for Lambs and Lions finally getting out.
Oh man, it's extremely frustrating that we've had to wait, but the wait will be worth it, man. That's just part of it, and And yeah, in music and almost anything you do in life, you got to weather the storms thrown your way. And we've weathered this one with the light at the end of the tunnel. And Lambs and Lions is it's the story that I really do want to tell, and I got the support behind it. So it's going to be an exciting fall.
What's the inside scoop on Lambs and Lions? Kind of like your two different personalities?
A little bit. I had the idea for Lambs and Lions. To me, it's the idea of like lambs and lions in life. Like, we're all a little bit of both. And I think the more you face your lamb's side, which to me is that's the side that you need to face in order to become a lion. And then I was watching Robin Hood.
I like this.
The Russell Crowe version, man. And this is after the album was done. This was like a month and a half ago. And all of a sudden, and this to me is the perfect example of it. It's like out of nowhere in Robin Hood, his dad tells him, he's like, rise and rise again until lambs become lions. And to me, that's what life's all about, man. In order to become a lion, you got to keep rising and rising again. And when you hear the song Lions, you'll understand that. I wanted to write something that I would listen to and get all hyped up to before I walked into a football field.
And Lions is it?
Lions is it. We nailed it.
I cannot wait. Who's all on Lions?
It's on the song Lions.
Yeah, you said you have a team. Do you have a one set band? Is it just like guys who play in Nashville? Who is it?
Yeah, for this particular song, there's a great group in Nashville. It was Nashville musicians. For this album, I wanted to use my band, but we didn't go there yet. I may do it for the next record. So we use Nashville musicians. These guys are the best in the world. They're badass dudes. And Chris DiStefano produced it. And he's a one of those guys that moved to Nashville and kind of changed the sound a little bit. He's a track guy. But there's also some Pink Floyd sounding kids in it. It's a creepy song, man. It's cool as shit though.
So you're taking this whole country musician, taking it to rock, kind of Zach Brown bandish, and you're just gonna flip the world on its head whenever Lambs and Lions is released.
I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. I'm probably with the traditional.
Let's go.
People, but nah, man. It's like I said, man. Music is, to me, if you're not doing what you want to do as a musician, you shouldn't even be doing it. So this song in particular, the way I view it, man, country radio is so important that you need to give country radio their songs. And if you want to play on it, if you don't, that's your prerogative. Don't do it. I personally love hearing my songs on the radio.
As you should.
As I should. I'm in this farmhouse in Tennessee with 150 acres, and I wouldn't do that without country radio. So,
respect, baby, you a song.
Respect.
You make me want to roll my windows down and cruise.
That's right, man. But yeah, so give them their songs, and that's how I view albums. Is 3 or 4 songs that might be able to play on country radio, and they don't have to be down the middle. I mean, you can take chances with those songs, and then the rest of the album, I do whatever the hell I want because that's where the fun is for me, and that's why we took Lions so far. There's nothing country about the song Lions.
I like that. You're a musician,
and that's okay.
man.
Like, yeah, I'm a musician, exactly. And like I said, I wanted to make something I'd get all hyped up to before I walk on a football field, and I'm not going to do that to most country songs. Some, yeah, but not most. I want to hear some loud guitars. I want to hear some weird shit going on. That gets you hyped up before you walk on a field.
That makes me question, like, if you want to get hyped up to walk on a football field, is Turkey Bowls insane where you live? Like, what football field are you going on, Chase? Like, do you guys play pickup football? Like, what? You're saying you're getting jacked up? You ready to go fuck some of your friends up? Like, what are we doing here, Chase?
No, I'm talking about back in the day.
Oh, okay, good.
No, there's no more football for me in my life except for watching it on TV. Man, I tried to, against Matty O, I tried to do some rushing the punter to block a punt.
Yeah.
I tried to rush against him. I pulled my hamstring like the third rep. I'm out of the game.
That's because you got 150 acres down there on that Tennessee farm. You don't need to be doing any of that. You don't need to be straining like that, Chase.
I don't need to be. I got that part. That's in my past. I've lived that. I'm happy with that being in my past.
Do you keep so Clayton Anderson is a friend of ours here, and he's in the country music world. I don't know if you know him, but you guys should cross paths. You're very like-minded people, actually. You would be good. But he told me whenever he's performing, he can't drink too much because I get a little pitchy. He said, I get a little pitchy if I get a little alcohol in me. And that makes me question, like, when you guys go on tour, is it like going, like, you have to really take care of yourself. Like your voice is a whole different animal. We golfed with Jake Owen, and he didn't talk for 5 hours. You remember that? Because he was saving his voice for the night or whatever. Or maybe he just didn't like us. He likes me now, though. Remember, we've been through a rocky relationship. But, like, do you have to prepare your voice, whether it's no drinking, no talking, any weird shit like that before you perform?
Man, I had vocal surgery, so yeah, I know. all
Holy
about
shit. Yeah, this is real.
Oh yeah, the first 2-3 years I lived in Nashville, I was partying so hard, I didn't care. If my voice was gone, I'd be like, whatever, I'll just drink more, and it made it feel good. And then the next day you wake up and it just slowly over time just takes a beating, and I had to get surgery. So yeah, that's a very real thing. Do I drink these days on stage? Yeah, I do. I don't get like I used to get, because that's just stupid and dangerous. But honestly, at the end of the day, it can cost you a ton of money. So yeah, I take care of it. I know my limits now, but hell yeah, I like to have a good time, man.
So vocal surgery is like the Tommy John of singing.
Yeah, exactly. It used to ruin careers, and now you get the surgery and you move on. You figure out how to use your voice. If you're lucky, you'll keep singing, and luckily for me, I am.
Can I get said vocal surgery and get like somebody else's I can get somebody else's nose if I want with surgery. I can get somebody else's hair. If I get the vocal surgery, can I get like your voice?
I've never even thought of that. Yeah, so when I did that, I installed Garth Brooks' voice into mine. So my album's going to sound a little different.
You and Garth Brooks. All right, Chase, when's your Lambs and Lions coming out?
November 17th.
I cannot wait. I'm being serious.
I'm actually going to send you Lions. I'm going to send you Lions when I get the master here in a little bit. I think I get it in like a week, the final version. But I'm going to send that to you so you can kind of get a sense of what I'm talking about. But it's man, I'm pumped for it. I'm ready to get new music out, and the whole album's called Lambs and Lions. The tour's called Lambs and Lions. To me, that's what life's all about, man.
Are you coming through Indianapolis ever?
Good question. I don't even know where I am tomorrow. So I don't remember seeing it on the list immediately, but I mean, we come through Indy all the time, so if I get through there, I'll definitely be letting you know.
You're the absolute man. I can't wait to hear Lions. I will let you know this. You know how they say loose lips sink ships? If you're sending something to me, expect it to be talked about, because I'm definitely going to talk about it. It's just the way I am. So if you send me Lions, if you don't want me to sing it the next day, which I'm probably going to, just send it to me whenever it's already out. And
you know what? Actually, I just forgot about it. What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Dude, it comes out. Lions. So what iTunes does is they do these. You can buy the album, and I think if you buy the album, you can get Lions. This Friday is when Lions comes out.
Bang.
So I gotta be. I'm gonna text my producer when I get off here, and I'm gonna see when we get the master, because it's got to be sent to iTunes immediately. So I'll let you know. I'll text you after this. And I think it comes out on Friday. So you got to be able to. I'll be able to.
I'm happy I could figure this out for you, Chase. Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, got a lot on my plate.
Well, Chase, I'm pulling for you. I wish you nothing but continued success. I'm happy you're getting an album out for the first time in 3 years after writing 3 entire albums. That's insane. I'm happy your tours are going well. I can't wait to see you in Indianapolis. I cannot wait to hear Lions. Chase, you're a really cool dude, man. Very, very happy that you decided to do this show and do a conversation. I can't wait to see you again, man.
Dude, hell yeah, man. Let's do it. And the only thing I hate about you, like I said, is that damn country roads as I'm walking off the field for the last time. You were probably over there celebrating all that shit right in my face.
There's a picture of me kissing that trophy, actually. Yeah, because that was my last game as well there.
Well, that was supposed to be my trophy, damn it.
I know. I'll tell you what. I have a couple other ones. I can just lend them to you if you need it, Chase.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Okay, I'll give you one of my CMA awards.
Hey, can I come to a country music awards thing with you?
You should, man. It's a party. That's where I met J.J. Watt. And I know he's doing some huge stuff down in Houston, obviously, but he's a good dude, man. I met him there. I met a couple other guys there. Who's the D lineman for the Denver Broncos? All pro.
Von Miller,
that guy. He's wearing a cowboy hat. It was funny. Those things are fun as hell, man. You should come.
I know. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, everybody is associated with country music. And I said, who's somebody you met or want to, and I changed it to who you want to collab with. I should have kept with who you met. I didn't have enough confidence in myself asking the question. But J.J. Watt, Von Miller, who else?
Oh, man. Miss America. I don't know which one it was, but she was Miss America, so it was all good. Either way, it's just can't go wrong with Miss America.
One of the Americas, Chase says, I've met so many of them, I don't even know. What's your biggest show? I don't know. I've had so many. Chase, what a human. Hey, Chase, I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. I'll send you lines this week.
I appreciate that. Everybody go get Lions this Friday. Pre-order Lambs and Lions. You'll get Lions. It sounds like it's going to be incredible. He said a little Pink Floyd touch. Did you hear that? A little Pink Floyd touch? I love drugs.
You'll hear a little Pink Floyd in there, man. It sounds cool.
All right, well, if I ever get on football again, which means this all failed, which is possible, then I will listen to Lions going out there. Thank you so much, Chase. Have a great day.
All right, Pat. Later.
I'm a big fan of that dude.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Beast dropping F-bombs. Like, let's go.
I am. He just seems like he seems like a guy. So I've always said this. The people I'm a fan of, like, I want to be a fan of the person before I'm a fan of the music or anything, the comedy, anything like that. I'm a fan of the person. I'm a fan of Chase Rice after that conversation.
I am too. I'm a fan of white rice. I've always been a fan of brown rice. Now I'm a fan of Chase Rice.
Big fan of
All the rice.
fried rice as well.
Yes.
And Spanish.
Chicken fried rice.
He might be my favorite rice. Over Jerry.
It's good rice.
Over Jerry.
Like, I know you guys really enjoyed that. I know you guys really enjoyed it.
I love that he's.
Pat's like, I'm trying to fucking talk about this guy.
Trying to give it a little Chase Rice little run, and then you start comparing them to shrimp fried rice, and I'm like, I don't know if I like them more than shrimp fried rice.
He is. I tell you, he's almost like everything else. Like, I judge him by, I think he can probably kick every other country singer's ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do
He's
like
a
doing that.
badass dude.
That's why
and
you're-
he's good.
Pat tried to get him to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's trying to pit him against everybody.
I did my best.
I saw a picture with him and Jake Owen, who is unbelievably handsome, and Kenny Chesney. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Chase it. He's a linebacker, a college linebacker.
That's a murderous position to play.
Linebacker?
Yeah.
Linebacker, you're an animal.
CTE City.
Yeah.
Legit. Linebacker is, that's every play banging with somebody. Bang, bang, bang. But he's incredible talent. 3 albums he wrote in 3 years. None of them got out. I would be so frustrated.
I would
Sitting on him.
have. I would have quit so early.
A lot of quitting you, Chase. I think that's a lot. But Chase, I like him a lot. I can't wait to go see him live now. He says he likes to party. He'll drink. Before my vocal surgery, I used to get a little bit out of control, but now I keep it in. I got a limit. I know what I'm doing. I like Chase Rice a lot. This Friday, I think Lambs and Lions is the pre-order.
That's what he said.
And then Lions, the song Lions with a little Pink Floyd in it is coming out. He said to get you jacked up for a football game. So none of us. But if we have a big moment, Diggs, you're going into a quick hits with Diggs that's really intense. Maybe you listen to Lions.
Yeah.
I still haven't heard it, but I bet it's good. Vibs?
We can probably listen to it before we go into our little 3 games.
Little,
Real pumped up.
Little 3 is cooking up right now in the office.
Each team will definitely have a walkout song.
Every team is getting uniforms now. We got kind of a schedule in place. The sciatic nerve of Sean Latham might IR him before it even starts. Which
Oh,
is,
no.
Yeah,
I'm playing through the pain, kid.
you had to sit out a cornhole game. You were playing
I
cornhole.
was I was standing around for over an hour.
He gets tight. He gets real tight. He's got to
Get
stretch.
tightened
Tightens
I gotta
up on
straighten
him.
up. I
And
gotta
when
stretch.
my favorite is when you're laying on your back with your feet straight up on the brick.
Yeah.
It's like a Pilates move out of nowhere. I'm like, Sean, what are you,
so good.
Or like you're about to have a baby. Like
Sean,
your feet
what-
are up in stirrups.
Sean, what are you doing? Sciatica, kid. Sciatica.
The other day we were chanting, sciatica, sciatica,
Yeah, I got it.
sciatica.
It's strong. It takes your ass down quick.
That shit, that's no joke. That's lower back all the way to the ankle, just pain. The whole leg just feels shitty.
I am worried about this, though.
Yeah,
Our
that's-
team averages the oldest age in the office here.
It is.
But believe me, watch what happens when the
be a lot
whistle
of-
blows.
lot
So
of
let's go
injuries.
through this again. We got the Warhammers, which is led by Jeffrey Vibert.
That's right.
We got the Zaz, which is Sean Latham's team. And then we have Ryan Colley's team, which is the Mix, which Diggs is on, right? The Italian is on the Mix, which is, I was told by NBC, I am not allowed to say the word Mick on TV,
By far the worst name.
Even
in the
though
league.
you are a
even though
Mick.
I am a Mick. I said, oh, he's a Mick. He'll get the job done, talking about an agent. And they go into the commercial break. They're like, please do not say Mick. I was like, I am a Mick, though. Please do not say Mick. Our boss, I think, is a Mick, and we do not want him to be offended by you. Okay, I'll just go to my podcast and say, motherfucking Mick. And then what's the other team?
Ryan's team.
That's it.
No,
That's
that was.
it.
Oh,
That's
we
all
need
got.
another team, dude.
No, I think that's it. Because I'm going to commentate. I cannot wait. I'll get involved if I have to. I feel like this is going to be a war of attrition, though. I think a lot of people are going to be battling out here. Everybody talks a big game on the little 3, but once it gets to probably 3-2, and there's real defense being played, there's going to be a lot of gasping.
Someone's going to break an ankle. I can already tell.
Well, and then there's the brick poles right in the middle that we cannot get rid of. They're holding the building up.
Somebody's going to chip a tooth. Somebody's going to twist an ankle.
Every time we put a video out from in here, people are like, "Oh, I bet the screens off the bricks are real." Yeah, they are, and they're unmovable too. What's up?
I had the number 1 overall pick, and everyone's like, "Oh, you drafted him because he's so talented and athletic." And it's like, no, he just has a hot mom, and I want to impress her.
Evan Fox is not even in here to defend himself. You just took a run at his mom.
Why does he need to defend himself? I'm complimenting his mom.
Well, because
She's married as well.
Yeah, she's married, and you just took a run at her.
Unbelievable
Just
bits.
like you do on a very regular basis in here. Evan Fox, though, says, I got 3 older brothers. We've heard it all. I don't care. That's what he said. He just shut you up. Like,
Which means he cares.
I don't know. He's like the youngest guy in here, and he's the most mature out of everybody.
That's true. I think
might
he
be
is the
right.
most mature of all of us.
He's
half my
debatable.
Agree to disagree.
He's half my age, but he's twice as mature as I am.
It's pronounced mature. Please be mature about
Listen, stop harassing me.
it. Please.
Sexual harassment is a real deal.
Yeah.
When did people start saying harassment, by the way? The same thing as mature. Those are the same fucking
I don't
people.
like the word
2013,
harassment.
I think.
It seems like a 2017 thing. It really does.
I think if
an
you
HR
walk
thing.
around using the word harassment, you're just looking to be harassed. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna
Harassed.
harass you
It's
because you're using the word harass.
That's harassment.
You know?
Stop it. You're harassing me.
I don't think you're doing it right.
You're harassing me.
You harassed it?
You harassmenting me.
You're
I'll
an
tell you
idiot.
how mature Evan is. The other day we were in here grab-assing, and some of us were drinking, and we were just having a good time. He was sitting in the corner and working on his website and getting the best platform possible on there.
Really?
We're all just jackassing around, grab-assing around. He's over there
How is it
strengthening his website presence on his own with Bluehost.
What?
Yeah, Bluehost.
Evan
That's-
was doing that?
Yeah,
That's
Bluehost.
how smart he is. I
Avatar.
don't know how much I like him building his own website while working for our website, but I like that he's using the right platform to do so.
Right, I do too. And Bluehost is a powerful tool. It's not just Avatar was a Bluehost.
Yeah.
It was a very powerful thing. It was a host. It hosted what's his name?
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
No,
And it was
Pandora.
blue?
Pandora was the host. Avatars are blue.
Jake Sully.
Yeah, they're blue and they're the host. They hosted his spirit within the body.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. From the
Okay, I like it.
Bluehost also used to be the best way to get on a TV show. You're like, how'd you get on that TV show? Bluehost.
Yeah.
It's a top, but this Bluehost is the top-rated website provider.
BLUE host. BLUE got it.
How'd you go to Family Feud? Bluehost. Powering over 2 million websites. Whether you're a blogger or a small business owner, Bluehost has everything you need to build the website you've always wanted. It's the best tool to build, guys, to host, to manage all your personal or small business needs within one website, and it gives you the freedom to design your website your way without being limited by templates. Do you like templates? Nobody likes templates.
No.
You're going to restrict me to these templates? You're going to restrict my creativity?
Hell no.
It's like so old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, a template showed up the other day at the front door. I said, "Scram, template."
Yeah. I don't like your stupid font. I want to use my own font. Bluehost makes hosting your service stress-free so you can get back to what matters, like making dollar bills, yo. Simple enough. Did I say that gangster enough?
Yeah.
You're one old cop.
Making dollar bills, yo. Simple enough for beginners. Simple enough
Dollar
for
bills.
beginners, or powerful enough for old guys like me, or even the most advanced users. Ultimate flexibility and control with fully custom. That's a tough word for me. Customizable templates and third-party app support. Experience true. Man, alive.
Start this one over time.
Experience true reliability with a 99.9% uptime guarantee and automated updates. Experience true security, including malware monitoring and protection, and automatic secure WordPress installs. And the best part for me is 24/7 tech support, because sometimes I mess things up
Yes.
on
sometimes.
technology.
Yes.
Online resources and expert services 24/7
Let
to
the
help you
church
succeed
say
and save time.
amen.
Bluehost
Amen.
is the top recommended WordPress host on WordPress.org since 2005. Here's the offer. The Pat McAfee Show listeners save 50%. It's almost half. 50% off when you sign up at Bluehost.com/America.
Big thank you to Bluehost.com. I mean, you might feel like intimidated getting into the internet game by yourself. You're the website game because there's so many things going. People go to school for it. You're like, I can't do it. I'm not talented enough to do it. Bluehost takes care of you.
Yeah.
Big thank you to Bluehost.
It's a good thing.
And a lot of you guys should think about Bluehosting.
I don't want to jump the gun here, but I host several websites on Bluehost already. I have lathamhosting.com.
Nice.
Really? Wow.
Nice little plug for yourself.
Unbelievable.
You and Evan
I'm not
Fox.
taking new customers. I'm just saying. I'm only hosting existing clients.
Bluehost.com/America.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Bluehost for coming aboard. Welcome to the team, Bluehost. Stick around for a little. It might be worth it. We got some creative followers. Maybe they want to get into their own game. It's awesome. Chase Rice was at the DMZ last week, and he did a stare down.
Stare down.
Which he won, by the way, which is what I'm talking about. By the way, if there's a country musician going over there, I'm happy it was Chase Rice. I'm happy it wasn't Kenny Chesney staring down North Korea. Remember back in World War II, we dropped Magnum condoms over there, let them think that we had big old penises?
What a move.
Imagine if just a bunch of Chase Rices and a bunch of NFL linemen just walk over there, just line the border and just stare at North Korea.
As opposed to Kenny Chesney, a bunch of just shirtless guys.
No,
and
Kenny Chesney's starting to look
sleeves
like
cut
the
off,
Monopoly guy.
Kenny Chesney is like, he's small little fella.
He's a little guy.
Very
He's a
talented.
little guy. We need guys like Chase staring. Listen here, North Korean.
North Korean.
North Korean. You know,
North Korean,
Listen,
North
my
Korean,
side.
North Korean, let me go. Marie, Marie, Marie.
hey, I got a business proposal, Pat.
Rest in peace,
I'm
Freddie
thinking
Mercury.
about opening my own restaurant. I want to just kind of jump out of the internet cooking world, start a new restaurant. I think I'm going to do North Korean short ribs.
Oh.
Only North Korean short ribs.
These are nuke.
They're gonna have hot from basic. We're gonna go up to medium and then nuke. That's the real hot North Korean short ribs.
Do ribs have hot? Like,
Yeah.
Is there a spicy ribs?
It's our restaurant, Pat. We could do whatever we want, and as you as an investor, you can have the say in this.
I know. I just think we should try to make money off. I think we should, I don't know. I think maybe you should make wings too. It should be a ribs and wings joint. Then you have nuke wings.
Don't forget about French fries,
This is,
too.
but guys, this
tater
is very,
tots. Tater
Yeah.
tots.
Get your
Listen,
potatoes in
That's
Dictator tots.
Ew.
John marinara sauce for your dictator tots. Now we're talking, Vibs. Maybe you are a
Kong
food.
dictator.
Hennessy
tots.
wings because he loves Hennessy.
How is there How is there no Jim Kong dictator tots yet?
Oh,
we should make those in a bag and
we
sell them.
should.
They're like French fries.
It's gonna be a combo plate. You get a pound of North Korean short ribs and some dictator tots.
I
Unbelievable.
like it.
He's a dick. He's a dick.
House.
He's a dictator.
Tater.
Not to be confused with Bachelorette party dictator tots, or they're just shaped like dicks. Don't
Yeah.
get them confused.
I love that. I'm getting married. Give me every dick-shaped thing.
Take all the dicks.
All of. Give me a
All
dick
the dicks.
straw. Give me a dick balloon. Give
Okay.
me a dick cell phone.
Let's go down the list, Becky.
And give me all my ex dicks so I can get in.
These are all the dick accessories we could get for your party. You tell me which ones you want.
Okay.
Dick hat.
Need it.
Check. Dick wand.
Yep. Need it.
Inflatable dick raft.
Can't get married without it.
Dick drink straws.
These are real conversations that fucking
Yes.
happen.
You know what bachelorette parties are missing, and we can truly start our own business with
Dick?
this.
Actual
a dick limousine. A limousine in the shape of a dick.
Just
And they
throbbing.
ride around in it all night.
What are we going to start in Vegas, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
Hell
On
yeah.
the outside, the veins can light up.
Yes, the veins light up.
Yeah.
Come ride the dick.
Oh.
Oh.
You drive it through a tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
We get it.
Top speed, and then you go in reverse, and then you go forward again, and then you go in reverse.
I like it.
Maybe you just a tip, too. Stop a little traffic.
And then maybe you go off-road and go through a little mud. I don't know.
Take the back road home.
like it.
No, it could be a whole different limo. It's a 4x4.
I hate us. I hate us so much.
Speaking of dicks,
Yeah.
Oh, the
Clean
dictator.
segue.
Dennis Rodman thinks he can help straighten things out.
Oh, he's psych. He thought it was a.
Hit it again, Vips.
Time now for the Jim Kong update on the Pat McAfee Show.
That intro had to work overtime there. Mm-hmm. Gonna have to pay time and a half.
Dennis Rodman thinks he can help straighten things out amid a nuclear standoff with the United States and North Korea.
Oh, does he now?
I'm being serious when I say this. He's the only guy, right?
Yeah.
Well, look what he did for Chicago when he showed up. You know, he really was when he showed up in that second 3-year run the Bulls went on. They needed
yeah,
him.
dude.
Yeah, he
Plays
changed
defense
things.
and gets boards.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
he has
He's gonna
heart.
play defense against fucking nuclear attacks.
Can he go get a rebound or two? I think he could.
We can rebound from this with him.
He could be over there swatting nukes, just rejecting as soon as they take off.
Yeah,
jumping
but I
up,
think
grab him out
he's
of the
on that
sky.
team though. I think he'd be doing that against.
I'm scared of him a little
Well, this
bit.
was interesting because he gave a quote here, and it doesn't really say what he intends to do. It kind of just talked about him just going to chill. He's like, for me to go over there and see Kim as much as I have, I basically hang out with him all the time. We laugh, we sing karaoke, we do a lot of cool things together.
God.
We ride horses, we hang out, we go skiing. We hardly ever talk politics, and that's the good thing.
Where the fuck are they going skiing at?
Dennis Rodman. It's a good idea not to talk politics, right? With Jim Kong, and they're skiing and
They are going skiing down a mountain. This is the next part. This is a nice little tie-in here. That Chinese scientists claim is believed to have served as one of the test sites for their nuclear explosions.
Oh, I heard about. I love this.
and
I love this
the mountain is at the risk of collapsing.
because that was when the earthquake started, right? Because he did it inside.
Correct.
Now it's collapsing. The mountain's collapsing.
So the mountain is going to collapse, and the scientist claims that we call it taking the roof off. If the mountain collapses and the hole's exposed, it's going to let out many bad things,
Oh, many bad things.
many bad things.
What? What's that? It was-
Evil spirits.
Like
The
ghosts.
mountain demon?
Yeah, the ghost. Yeah. So many ghosts and fucking.
I feel like all Asian culture, like they trap the dragon in a
There's
mountain at
always
one
a
point.
dragon in there.
So the Chinese official believes that too. He's like, oh, now we have a hold of the underground.
Chinese are big on dragons. We know this.
Big, and they like Buddha, right? Isn't that their thing?
Hey, Buddha.
Are they Buddhists?
Some are.
Tiger Woods said he was
Taoist,
Buddhist,
right?
Hungarian.
I'm not trying to drop shit
Taoism?
here, but I've been to the Buddha statue, so I know a lot about the Buddha statue that you guys don't know.
Where was it?
Do you rub the belly?
You can't rub the belly.
Where
They
was
won't
it?
let you up the stairs there.
Where was it?
It's about an hour ride outside of Hong Kong.
I don't know if you're being serious.
No, I'm dead serious. I'll show you footage. Go look at my Instagram.
So Chinese are Buddhist. They're-
Yeah, well, there's
I thought-
also other ones too.
In their
but
Taoist, aren't they Taoist? Taoism?
Taoism.
There's that. There's
T-A-O.
that.
They
There's that.
worship.
How come Jesus
worship
didn't get
towels.
into China? I feel like the missionaries.
Tough market to get into.
Yeah,
The communists.
It's a language
It's
too.
not easy to get in there.
I think that was the thing. He didn't speak their language.
And he was so small.
They're like, we can't understand what you're saying. You look pretty cool. We
Jesus
want to get
didn't
behind
die
you,
for them,
but-
right? He didn't die for the Chinese.
No.
No.
Buddha did.
Buddha did?
You know, one of my favorite jokes this comedian Willie Barcena says. He goes, we don't know which God's the real God. You know, everybody has their thing. We're going to be all in line in heaven, and then someone's going to be up there looking up. Who is it? Who is it? It's Buddha. Fuck!
I do enjoy that because somebody's going to be right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, somebody definitely will be
I would. Yeah.
because even atheists could be right. I mean,
Yeah.
and they'll. Be, I mean, they can't rub it in. Every other religion can rub it in the other
Once
religion's
they get
face,
once they get there.
other than the atheists. The atheists can never have a rub in the face moment where they're like, "I told you," because there's nothing going on.
I
Right?
might switch then.
To
Yeah.
the atheists,
No. Because I need to rub it in someone's
yeah,
face.
you definitely want to talk shit if you're right.
Well, I've always said I lean towards Greek. I'm more of a Greek god guy.
Oh, yeah?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Zeus.
So you think
Yeah.
you can get up there and it's just going to be all the Greek gods
Yeah.
running the show?
I'm gonna fuck Athena.
Speak.
Vids is a pagan, I think.
Is that the
Yes, we tie onion sacks to our belt and we dance around the sculpture of the wind god.
What?
Yep.
Who
What
does?
religion is that?
Is that Pegasus, the horse?
No, that's paganism.
Oh.
Pegasus
I'm
is your-
Rastafarian. I'm going to go to heaven and just
That
smoke
me-
weed forever with,
No, I've
with
looked
Ja
at it.
Rasta.
That means they believe in an African Messiah.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, that's what Messiah.
Ah,
I learned it on Jeopardy.
Nice.
It was a question on Jeopardy. This one, who has its roots in Jamaica, blah blah blah, has an African Messiah, and some very very nerdy white lady goes, "What is Rastafarianism?" And Alex Trebek goes,
I had no
"Correct."
idea that was the case.
Yeah, it's pretty. Everything
So
seems
that's
to have a
going to
much
be way more
deeper-
widespread than I think. Maybe that's the right one.
I always thought Rastafarian
People-
was just slang for like a cool guy, like
I
a
did
cool
too.
Jamaican
That's
guy.
what I thought.
That's true.
Ja Rasta.
Yeah.
You haven't listened to enough reggae to
What
to
about
not know.
Joba, the dude from Major League?
That's
Jobu.
that's made
Jobu.
up. That's a made up god. That's like Malmac for Alf.
Let's go back to the Greek gods.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Greek gods.
Todd likes getting pegged. He might be paganism.
I have a dog. I have a dog named Midas.
Oh, I forgot
Right.
about that.
2 days in the house. 2 days good in the house.
Wow.
Oh.
Might have found the fucking dog whisperer here.
Wow. That's incredible.
0 shits, He sits, he stays, he waits. You just have to go, free dog, and then he'll move.
Really?
I got a little robot right now.
Holy cow.
He's large, though. This fucking thing is big. He's the size of Vibs. He is no legit the size of Vibs. And he doesn't know it. He's a little clumsy. But, boy, he's a good dog.
Wow, that's awesome.
We got a little...
I can hear it in your voice.
I think it sounds like this guy hypnotized them because most dogs you don't have to give that little strange command to. They just listen.
Hey, whatever it takes.
It is listening. What do you mean? That is listening.
It's German.
I guess, but what do you say? Free dog?
Free dog.
I don't know.
Remember,
Sounds suspect.
Remember, you have to act as the person that taught him. Like, you have to speak like them.
True.
This
Yeah.
first guy was like, with me. Remember, that shit didn't work. This guy, his name is Brad Pfeiffer, and he is a homosexual man.
With a P or an H? Or with a
PH.
P?
PH. Brad Pfeiffer. He's a homosexual man, and he speaks in a very, like, you don't have to be very mean. I don't have to yell. I don't have to go, with me. I just get to say, like, free dog, sit, wait, stay. It's perfect. It's a magical thing. The white carpets are still white with many stings from his puppy days, but I'm real happy. We got the little taser thing.
What?
The little, the neck taser.
Shot collar?
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, he is.
did you ever put one on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It bites.
I did too because I wanted the dog, you know.
Todd's really into femdom. He likes to let girls put that on him, and then he just gets to run around the front yard. And he goes, "Ruff, 21 years."
They're like,
21
free Todd, free Todd.
And you just lay.
There I go.
Yeah, and you
All
just
right.
lay there.
Listen, I want to talk to you guys about our friends
Free
at
Todd.
MyBookie.
Free Todd. Free Todd. Talk about whatever you want, Todd.
Free money.
MyBookie.ag, the #1 rated online sports action site for 3 straight years. The MLB playoff race is heating up. We had Mayweather, McGregor. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on in the UFC and Bellator. Whatever it is, there's so much to wager on. You know who's going to win, right? So put your money where your mouth is. Lay down some cash and win big today. Join thousands of online players just like me and start betting at MyBookie. Sign up, collect up to a 100% bonus, and double your bankroll on the house. Just use promo code McAfee to get started. Do it right now. Don't wait. Do it right now. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it right now. We'd only recommend a service to past listeners that's been good to us, and boy, MyBookie has been good to us. That's why I'm urging you to make your way to MyBookie. You win, they pay. You're wasting your time betting anywhere else. They have in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business. Go there now. It's the best. And unlike some other websites you might find, MyBookie offers fast, no-hassle payouts when you win. Money in the bank, cuz. Join now, and MyBookie will match your deposit with up to a 100% bonus. Use promo code McAfee to activate the offer. Visit mybookie.ag today or call 844-900-BETS. You play, you win, you get paid. Expert or rookie, you got to check out MyBookie. Sign up today. Win some money.
Definitely do that. Big things going on right now.
Oh, yeah?
What happened?
Something just happened? Something breaking?
Big news.
Just right now, just happened.
I don't know if it's right now or when. Let's just be quiet until so we can just cut right to it.
Your light shine. This jam is called Get Lit, and it's just for you. Let's give it to him. Light off the
Will Smith back in the game. Let's go.
Yo, was that us or was that his own?
No.
Surprised you guys haven't heard this yet.
Oh, boy. I'm excited.
Okay. This
All Will
bangs.
Smith does is make
This is
bangers.
This is what happens when you try and teach your grandpa new words.
Okay.
Oh, man. Did you hear that?
See, it's so good you guys can't even
Bars.
fake like it.
Bars.
Yo, are you fucking kidding me?
Relight it up.
What?
Sean DePaul.
Hold up. It's about to bang.
What? Let's fucking go. Vegas residency for Will Smith.
Get lit. Woo.
Yeah, this is good stuff here.
Yo,
Man.
this ain't even in the studio. This ain't even studio version.
Dude, this is electric.
Are you kidding me?
He is taking over.
Are
right
you
now.
kidding
He
me?
is taking
Straight
over.
You enjoyed that?
Fire. Yo, I can't wait to play that in the apartment.
Are you
all
kidding me?
weekend
Guess
long.
who's back?
Good luck, bro. Good
Back.
luck.
Back again.
Get
Will
lit.
Smith's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Yo,
Guess who's
what
back?
a fall 2K17 banger.
Yo,
Man.
what a clown.
Nick, that was
Yikes.
so
Get
good.
lit.
Wild, Wild West.
It's gotta be.
Get lit. That's what
Light
you guys
it
are
up.
into.
Light it up.
He's mainstream, dude. He's
I don't
not
know if-
coming. He's not coming with a little Dicky track. He's
listen.
mainstream.
Bangers.
Well, Will Smith doesn't have to cuss to sell records.
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see how well this one sells.
Yo.
I'm buying it.
I'm on it.
I already
right now.
did.
I'm gonna stream it on Spotify too, all night on mute, just to give him.
He
the
literally,
strings.
he was like, "Oh, everybody forgot that I rap. Listen to this. Bam, in your mouth."
Banger.
Now, just real quick, if I was to do something, this is just for Nick. Everybody else, be quiet.
Okay.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised. What's next, Nick?
I've heard the song, Pat. I
Can't
grew
help
up on
but-
the song.
Can't help but not sing along, Nick.
Oh, I can. And I will.
In West
Refuse.
Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out back and relaxing, all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of the school and a couple of guys. That's going to be the same thing as Get Lit, bud.
You think so?
2 months from now.
You think so?
I think Wild Wild West is the best one.
Wicka, wicka,
Wicka Wicka Wow.
wicka, wicka.
Wicka Wow. Wicka Wicka Wild Wild West. Jim West. Desperado.
One of
Rough
the
Rider.
one of the
No, I
best-
don't want
one of the
nada.
best
None
movies
of this
ever
six
made.
gun running this
Wow.
brother.
Wild Wild West, one of the best movies.
I was
ever
kind
made.
of fading out there a little bit, getting a little tired, but I feel like I just got lit.
Unbelievable. Fucking straight, get lit straight to my fucking main vein.
adrenaline.
I
Fucking Will Smith.
First of all, I mean, I can't believe it took you guys this long to notice it. This song's been out for almost 2 weeks now.
You knew.
What?
So, yeah, I
knew.
knew.
Yeah, 'cause
No one's been talking about it
No.
because how shit it is.
So I saw on Nick's computer, he gets Google alerts for Will Smith. Are you kidding me?
I'm getting lit.
Yeah, this is great. It's good stuff
Yo,
here.
it's gonna bang again.
Will Smith goes hard.
Coming. That's you, Nick. That's what Will Smith did.
This is like, this would have been cool in like 2007, maybe.
2007.
That's
Listen
what
to
Will
it.
Smith's
More like
doing.
2017.
This is some gangster shit right here.
I think you used gangster wrong. Dude,
That's
he's
feel
wearing
good
a,
music.
He's wearing a flat bill right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you kidding me?
Is he really?
Let's go, Will Smith. He's back. He's got the kid of Karate Kid as his kid.
Yeah.
Huh? Back in the game. $100 million.
Wild
8
West
straight
2.
films.
Wild Wild West 2 in the making, I hear.
Wild Wild West, one of those movies you're like, wow, someone finally dethroned The Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, oh, it's cowboys and special effects?
And
Then I was like, Men in Black, and another one, and another one.
another one.
And then I was like, 7
Corny
pounds,
motherfucker.
another one.
8 straight $100 million fucking films.
What?
You got to, you know who really loves that movie? Pugs. He brought Pugs back
Yeah.
Men in
mainstream
Black.
so hard.
Yeah, right there on the shoulder.
Pugs needed that.
Like, they're an ugly fucking dog, and he brought them back.
Yeah.
they got great
He
personalities.
made Pugs
Good
cool.
personalities.
Oh,
He made
you,
Pugs
you
cool.
hate dogs, Nick?
I hate pugs.
Wow.
Fuck pugs.
Is that
Wow.
indirect?
You got a
Ah.
pug? Fuck your pug.
Wow.
Guys.
This is unbelievable. Let's get to
Listen.
some final thoughts on that one. Jeez Louise.
I can't believe you even pretend to like that song.
Excuse me.
You maybe the rest of you guys. Like, I know you like some shitty music, Pat, but the rest of you guys, that's tough to swallow.
I don't-
You pretending not to like it is the sad part.
That's what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
Because inside he's like this. He's like, God, I want
He's
this
wanting to
out.
move.
I
He's
just
wanting to
wanna
dance.
like
You can
it.
see him like wanting
It's
to
called
dance.
Get
move.
Lit.
As
Yeah,
soon as
so
you
what?
heard it, as soon as you heard it, you stood up. Like that's what he
Yeah,
does.
I tried to leave.
I thought it's because he got you on your feet. That's what Will Smith does.
Yeah, to
What's
walk
up,
out of the
Phipps?
room.
Can I just say the way we transitioned into that? You had breaking news. I go, oh great, there's been an assassination attempt. This is gonna be awful. Will Smith song drop. That's what
it
we
really
heard.
was an assassination attempt.
bangers.
It was. I tried to kill Nick.
Yeah.
Let's get some final thoughts. At the Jeff Vibbert, you go with it.
All right, so I am watching like the final episodes of The Office for the first time, and everyone growing up was like, "Oh, I just want to be like Jim and Pam. I want to have a relationship like
that
Jim
season.
and Pam." Jim is an asshole, and
Oh,
Pam is a
don't you
pushover.
start.
everyone needs a love like Michael and Holly. That is the relationship goals in The Office.
It's like a friends with benefits situation, isn't it?
No, they got married and had kids.
Whoa, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Why do you hate Jim and Pam?
Because Jim's an asshole. He
Not-
doesn't care about Pam.
Not until that Philadelphia season.
So he's the guy that looks at the camera all the time?
Yeah, and gives that little.
I've never
eyebrow
seen
thing.
someone so jealous
No.
than Vibs.
No.
We just watched you fucking try to turn down Will Smith for 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
Oh, please. Please.
Pop. Two shooters.
Yo, by the way, John Krasinski in 13 Hours. If you want to look like a dude, that's a good fucking dude to try to look like.
Okay.
I've seen 13 Hours, and I've seen that guy from The Office in 13 Hours, but I've also seen like 300 and Brad Pitt in Fight Club.
Well, Brad Pitt.
So let's not start talking about bodies. Maybe even Marky Mark.
But remarkable transformation. He didn't make it to their level, but compared to what he
He
was,
went from Gumby to fucking
pretty.
What all do they? They definitely take a bunch of stuff, right?
all the
Dave
stuff.
Chappelle, too.
protein and hard work is what they take.
Gatorade God, because Gatorade God. No, what's that? Vips?
I know in 300, a lot of it was airbrushing. Like they airbrushed the abs and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Like they
know-
worked out, but they still airbrushed.
I know if you think Jim's an asshole, you've been reading too many BuzzFeed articles.
No, I've been on this way before BuzzFeed.
I cannot wait to hire an airbrusher
Hey.
for The Office.
Hey, here's
Oh,
something.
that would be good.
Here's something I don't need with BuzzFeed. Hey, Nick, you're an asshole.
Oh,
There you go. The jerk store ran out of you.
got him.
Triggered.
Actually, that was on BuzzFeed last week.
At Todd McComas, final thoughts?
Guys, if you're going to get a tattoo, put a lot of time and effort and thought into getting the correct tattoo.
Hold on. Diggs just had a panic. What?
It's 37 degrees in here. I just got the chills. Like I just got the shake. That's all
I'm in
that
shorts and a tank top. But what is? It is not cold in here.
Look at
It's
everyone
freezing,
else.
dude.
Got fucking hoodies
It's
and shit on.
unbelievably cold.
That's all right, though.
great
I like wearing a jacket.
You're
every now
from
and then.
California. You're used to the cold.
Because you were dancing around like an idiot to that shitty song.
I did get wet to that. Let's go.
Yeah, me too. I got a little soggy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's that. Todd, I'm sorry.
So
Tattoo.
if you're gonna get a tattoo, like you should put a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of thought into what tattoo you're gonna get, because tattoos are forever. My friend of mine, Heather, sent me this picture of a guy, a white guy, his mugshot, and he has a tattoo written across his chest, and it says, "Crackers crumble, honkies rumble."
Oh.
Crackers crumble, honkies rumble, and crackers spelled with a K.
Question.
So
What about crumbles? Is that with a K?
crumbles with a C.
Crackers and honkies. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's white on white crime.
The guy put a lot the thing is he feels very passionate about that.
Yeah.
He's the separation between what a cracker is and what a honky is in his culture.
Yeah.
There's a big difference, evidently. Crackers are weak.
Does it say
Honkies are strong.
Does it say where he's from?
It
Alabama,
doesn't,
probably?
but it's somewhere with a lot of trailers and meth
Alabama.
labs.
Oh,
I
Florida
think,
or Alabama?
Looking at him.
Maybe
So-
Mississippi.
Yeah, and he's in jail for drug possession.
Yeah, you would never think like bad tattoo people are associated with drugs. You know?
Yeah.
Like that guy in Pennsylvania, that inmate that escaped, that his entire body was tattooed, including his face. Like,
Yeah.
never would have thought that guy. I thought he would have been straight and narrow.
Yeah.
The tattoo on the face.
So wild.
Yeah, it's weird.
Now, there's always the possibility, this picture, that looking at this guy, that he was just like somebody beat the shit out of him and held him down and put that tattoo on.
Oh, yeah. That,
Because it looks like it's written by hand. I don't
So,
think there was
what
any
was it
kind
again?
of template used.
What
It
was
was
it
just
again?
freehand
well,
drawn.
I like no. I like no templates personally.
Yeah.
That's why I go to Bluehost. But some of those guys in jail, I think, not only do they get the old Peter to the butt thing, they also get forced tattoos on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Saw a guy that just had like, I forget, it said North on his forehead, right across.
That's
his
a
forehead.
Norteño right there.
Yeah, like he's from the North or something. I
So
don't-
everybody just remember that.
Don't go to
Crackers crumble. It's
not a bad idea.
Honkies rumble. So know the difference between the two.
Know
You
which
don't want to
type-
make that mistake.
know which type of Caucasian you are.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to crumble?
Are you gonna rumble?
Probably not. Maybe we're not
Are you a
associated.
cracker or are you a honky?
Yeah, maybe just a Caucasian dude. Got a good jump shot. You know.
I even know those two words were used anymore.
I don't think they
More importantly, so the fact that he's keeping that alive.
Yeah,
there
but
in his
jail
little-
jail is like 30 years ago. Like inside of jail is like
That's
30,
true.
40
It's
years
It's basically
ago.
North Korea.
That's true.
Yeah, it's North Korea. Our jail is North Korea. Same type of missiles and everything, just shit.
And FaceTime. They're all FaceTiming from there.
Are they?
What?
Well, how about that guy that fucking escaped not too long ago? They fucking filmed the whole thing like a documentary.
It was a lie, or
From with their own phones, they escaped
what we're
jail.
gonna do.
Like,
I know
here's
that.
me escaping.
This is what we're gonna do.
Well, that
We're
wouldn't
gonna
be
film
FaceTime,
our
right?
escape, then we're gonna Netflix it, then we're gonna make enough money, and then we're just gonna get out of here forever.
We're just gonna make our own movie of our escape.
At
We're gonna
Sean
call
Le-
it Escape.
At John Latham, final thoughts.
Oh yeah, I just want to tell everybody out there listening today that make sure you step out of the box, look out. Maybe there's always another way to see things. Like the other day I was taking an Uber, I was hammered, and then the next day I had to move, so I was like, I'm gonna use Uber for a completely different reason. I use Uber to move.
what?
Yeah, like I had like 3 boxes and some suitcases. Uber guy comes to pick me up. He got all pumped, thought we were going to the airport.
Yeah, that's a home run trip.
Yeah, it's like $40. He was all excited. He started loading it up. What airline are you? I'm like, no. I'm going to that shitty apartment complex 6 blocks on the left. I use Uber to move. It took me 3 trips. I moved my entire apartment for $38. That's some thug ass shit.
Genius.
How many stars?
But dude, but that's a thing that he even helped me move the boxes in. He's like,
Wow.
where's this go? I said, man, it says kitchen on the box. You want 5 stars or not? Get your shit together. I'll call Lyft, asshole. That's what they do.
Okay, so you're saying, hey, sometimes whenever you see a situation, you can make it better.
Yep.
Uber's already incredible. Now they're in the moving game. At Tactical Digs, final thoughts.
I had a dream last night that I let someone shoot me in the arm for $1,000. I don't know what that means. I was just really happy that I charged them $1,000, not a little bit less.
Would you really do that for $1,000?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll shoot you for $1,000.
I'll do it.
Dibs on first.
It was like a flesh wound, though.
That's another 1,000. And we got another 1,000. 2 shots.
You're saying you can't hit the bone, you got to hit the fleshy
No, yeah,
part,
flesh
right?
wound. Yeah.
How much to stab you?
I don't want that. That seems painful.
In the arm.
Because getting shot in
Getting
the arm.
shots
man.
fine?
Do you
Put
know,
a Band-Aid
it's
on
a
it.
little bit quicker than the fucking your pussy ass knife fucking thrust.
Oh, he
Yeah,
said
we
you
never seen
saw
him with a knife.
Pat,
He
maybe
might
you
be-
should break down what his dream means.
So when you have a dream where you're getting shot for money, you feel like you're living a lie, like a prostitute, you're selling everything. And I think you really need to look inside your soul and decide if this is the life for you or not. Because now that we're trying to sell you a little bit.
Oh,
maybe
that's
this-
what it is.
Yeah, we're trying to sell you. And now you're feeling like just a piece of meat. And it's really maybe not for you. Maybe you're like, am I willing to do anything to get sold now?
Almost like you're killing yourself for a very small amount of money.
Yeah, like $1,000.
I always tell women I'm not just a piece of meat.
You're not. You are important.
Thank you.
I see power. I see strength. I see a bad ma who don't take no crap from nobody.
Almost like pretending to really enjoy a shitty song in spite of your friend.
Speaking of, final thought at Nick Morado.
Fuck that song. It sounds like Todd McComas wrote it. My
Thank
real
you
final
so
thought.
much.
Hey, Todd's
Is-
a very talented guy.
Todd
he
is
is.
talented. Yeah, Todd's a good writer.
Todd's a corny
Thanks,
grandfather.
Nick.
Oh, Todd, I think you're a good writer. Anyways.
My real final thought is T.O. is back.
What?
Guys.
Uh-oh.
Terrell Owens is back.
Where?
Dancing with the Stars.
What?
Let's go. Let's go.
He's
New
gonna
cast
win.
of Dancing with the Stars, Terrell Owens.
He's definitely gonna win,
He
man.
is
He has
going to
to
win.
win. Yeah.
He is 1,000% going to win.
He'll do a triple Lindy.
Hold on. My boss is literally calling. Erica, we're right in the middle of a podcast for real. Can I call you back?
Call me later. Yep, just call me.
Hey, how are you doing? You're on the podcast. Couldn't have gone any better. So T.O. is on Dance with the Stars. He's going to win.
Has to win. The competition's like Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank. If T.O. can't beat old Barb,
Oh,
he's in
Barb?
trouble.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I see you now, smoking from your unseen fire. Walk in the place,
Some things should just stay dead.
in the darkness erase.
Voice of an angel.
Get lit.
This rap career.
Need to help you light it up. Come on, come on. Need to help you light it
He literally thinks get lit means turn the lights on. Like, if you listen to what he's saying, that's what he means.
It can mean
Let us
that.
enjoy it.
When the beat drops.
This is a song about production. It's about lighting up the green screen area.
Need a lot of lights.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, we already heard that T.O. story, by the way. It was on Deadspin like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
I think so.
That's been Thursday. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for listening. This has been the Pat McAfee Show.